Sheldon, we always talk about the importance of depth in the playoffs. We see the evidence of it tonight. What did you see in your group and the scoring from the players that you got tonight and to lead to this victory?
Yeah, just scoring, defending, checking, all the way through the lineup. The guys dug down here today. These back-to-backs are tough. It's of course tough on the opposition as well, but doesn't make it any easier on the body and the mental part of it. So for our guys to dig in here today, and I thought a lot of guys were actually better today than yesterday even. So yeah, it's really good. A lot of great efforts all the way through.
We'll go to Mark Masters, TSN. Go ahead, Mark.
Sheldon, what was your perspective on how Alex Galchenyuk kind of handled being out to start the series, and also maybe what you saw from his performance here tonight?
I thought he handled himself very well. Not surprisingly, he's been great, since he's come into the organization. But it wasn't easy to, have that conversation with him because he had played well. He'd come a long way. He certainly had contributed to our team's success. So that conversation to have him on the outside was not an easy one for me, just because he had worked so hard and had performed well for us. But I did reassure him that he was going to play and he was going to be an important part of it, whether it was performance or injury or what have you. Like, he was going to get in, and I didn't think it would take him long to get in. And that's the way that it happened. So he's stayed with it, stayed ready. I think he's gotten better in each game that he played, and obviously he's a major difference maker tonight for us.
We'll go to Luke Fox, Sportsnet. Go ahead, Luke.
Hi, Sheldon. What prompted the lineup change, bringing Dermott and Brooks in, and what did you think of their games?
Well, Brooks obviously has played very well with Thornton and Spezza, and that was part of it. And, just having a guy that hasn't played here, I know Nash hasn't played much either, but he hasn't played for quite a while. I thought he could give us some good legs and energy today and really help that line. In terms of Dermott, obviously he's another guy that's played a lot of hockey for us, has played well, and has been, played a role in our success through the regular season. Another difficult discussion, that I had with him in terms of him not playing to start the series, but needed to stay ready. And, it's our fourth game in 6 days here, fourth very challenging game. These games are played at a higher level than the previous ones that happened in the regular season. And I just thought, I was confident that we would be able to play with a lead here again tonight. And I just thought that having another guy that was fresh and that I know Dave Haxtell trusts and will put on the ice to defend and could play against any line, all those kind of things. I thought that would benefit the group today.
We'll take two more here. We'll go to Josh Clipperton, Canadian Press. Go ahead, Josh.
Sheldon, just going back to Alex, he bounced around a lot. Some players might give up. What has he shown you? I mean, I know he's still young, but what has he shown you in terms of his drive and his desire since he's been with you to really change his game and change the narrative?
Well, I think you just used the two words, drive and desire. I was going to go with passion. Since he's been here, he's worked extremely hard. He's been very respectful of the process, first of all, having to go down to play in the American League and work with the skill development coaches, the skating coaches down there, play in the American League, do a good job. The reports that came out of the AHL were nothing but positive, and that's not always the case, for guys that have had, a lot of time in the NHL and have succeeded in the NHL. So he's handled himself extremely well. And I think he just has a great passion for the game. I think he's fitted very well, and the guys have really he's earned the respect of his teammates through the attitude that he's brought and through the work ethic and how he's played on the ice, most importantly. The guys like having him around and know he's an important part of our team. And a night like tonight is a good example of why.
We'll go to Herb Zurkowski with the Montreal Gazette. Go ahead, Herb.
Thank you. Sheldon, one of the many trends I see through 4 games now is just the way the Leafs are dominating the second period. You're either badly outscoring Montreal or you're all over them shot-wise. which makes me believe you must be giving them one hell of a speech between periods. But all kidding aside, I mean, can you put your finger on that? Why you're so effective in that period in particular?
Hard to really put a finger on it. Obviously, we stress the second period and the importance of it. I think there are some advantages there when you start talking about the long change, excuse me, and with the long change, it does change the game a little bit in terms of the flow of it, in terms of the structure. There's a lot more space on the ice because of the line changes, and people generally have to leave structure to get off the ice. Changes it a little bit, and that's an opening for us to really get going. First and third periods are difficult this time of year, especially. Structures generally in place. You got to come through, groups of 5 people quite often. Second period opens up a little bit, and we look at that as a big opportunity for us to take hold of the game. And that's really what our focus has been on, is to have good starts, not let the game get away on us, and then look to pull away, kind of each shift as we go along. And then the second period's a big part of that, of course.